Joakim Kemell is one of the most offensively talented prospects available in the 2022 draft. The winger took no time to adjust to high-level hockey this season. In fact, he's been on a tear in Liiga, Finland's first professional league. To better understand his success, I will break down one of his early season games in this video, shift by shift. Kemell's team is defending in his first shift. He comes in off the bench, slashes across to provide support, and takes this indirect pass. I like that he scans the middle of the ice, but then decides to cut inside on the defender, and it almost worked. He just moves this puck below the goal line inside space because he was about to get collapsed on, and this leads to a point shot. So let's rewatch this. So Kemell sees that it's going to be a pressured breakout, so there's no space to attack the wide line, so he slashes across, provides a short passing option. He takes this indirect pass. I like that he scans the middle of the ice a couple of times. He's looking to see if this is a 2-on-1 or he has no support, and he doesn't have support. So what he does is he also sees that he has a speed difference with the defender and space to cut inside, and he almost manages to squeeze through, but I think the defender managed to knock the puck with his stick as Kemell was cutting inside. So let's just rewatch this last sequence. So this is pretty great technique from Kemell. He fakes the pass across even though there is no one on the other side of the ice. And you can see that he gets really low on his skates, he extends his knee, tries to create a hip wall to protect the puck. Unfortunately, the defender barely manages to knock the puck away from his stick. And I also like that instead of just dying on the boards right there as the other team collapses on him, he just moves the puck into space immediately. So allows his team to regain control, move the puck to the top of the zone, and this creates a shot on it. So a really nice first shift for Kemell. Now his team is on the forecheck. Kemell is probably going to come in from the bench. Yep, he's F3, so the high forward. I like that he stays inside space so he doesn't get too close to defenders. He tries to play between checks. Maybe this was an occasion for him to cut inside at the end, right there, to provide a shorter passing option to his teammate. Now he gets a breakout pass from his goalie, but the puck hits his leg. It bounces back to him. He attacks the middle. This creates space for his teammate in the wide line, and this leads to a shot on net that almost turned into a rebound for Kemell. So let's rewatch this last sequence. I like that he changes lanes. So by going from the wide line to the middle of the ice, he drags this near defender with him. You can see that defender crossing over to toward the middle of the ice too to follow Kemell's movement, and this creates a lot of space for number 62, I think. And by attacking the net at an angle right there, Kemell almost gets a rebound right on his stick. So another really good shift. So Kemell is on the power play right here. He plays the half-wall position. He's still number 37 with a gold helmet. The puck deflects to the wall. He picks it up by turning toward the play, which is a good first touch. And now he moves it across the ice to his teammate. This creates space for the entire power play and leads to a shot from his teammate in the bumper position. So let's rewatch this. The puck deflects to the wall. He doesn't take this first touch with his back turn to the play, but he immediately turns, sees his option, there's nothing, so he just turns again to protect this puck. If he passes to his teammate behind the goal line right there, his defender will only continue his course and pressure that teammate instantly. So what he does is that he turns back, he looks deceptively to the top of the zone and moves the puck across the ice to his teammate. This creates a lot of space for the power play, it stretches the defensive box, and allows his teammate in the bumper position to fire on that. So pretty good puck decisions and puck movement from Kemell in this shift again. So Kemell is on a control regroup. He swings across the ice, provides a passing option. Yeah, his defenseman kind of forced this pass though because Kemell was pretty covered by this defender. Now the puck slides below the goal line and this turns into a defensive zone sequence. So the role of Kemell is to cover the opposing defenseman at the top of the zone. And now he just mistimes his shoulder check and the opposing defenseman is allowed to come down to the slot and fire on that. So let's rewatch this. So Kemell kind of mistimes his shoulder check because he looks right there and the defenseman is already coming down his back and the opposing carrier is already in a position to make a pass. So he had to look before the opposing carrier climb up the wall, and this turns into a pretty good scoring chance for the opposing team. So I don't think this was necessarily a lack of awareness from Kemell. It's just the timing, his shoulder checks better would have prevented this kind of backdoor play. Kemell is on the power play again. He plays a half wall. This is a really nice seal move to win this puck from the defender, and he one touches it to his teammate. It moves back to him. He delays his pass a bit to allow number 71 to move to the top of the zone, and moves his feet to create a new passing lane to get it back. Another saucer pass. And this creates a deflection goal, so let's rewatch this. The most interesting sequence is really this one. So again, Kemell uses his knee to win inside positioning against a defender. He finds the puck and one touches it to his teammate, or I guess he just slides to his teammate, but it's still a really nice play. And we usually say that saucer passes don't work in the pros, but Kemell makes a really high one, so it's hard for the opposing defenders to intercept it. And he just moves his feet to create a new passing lane. So another good shift from Kemell in the power play. So now the other team attacks. Kemell is playing the F2 role, it looks like, in his team's 1-2-2 forecheck. The puck moves down. So this is another defensive zone sequence. Kemell's role is to take care of the opposing defenseman at the top of the zone. Again, you can't let him sneak behind him. And I like that. Maybe it's because of what happened in the previous shift, but it comes really low because he anticipates that there's going to be a pass made to this high forward, I think. Or maybe it's a defenseman. This opposing attacker that's coming down. So he comes down really low, tries to cut this passing option. So he's learning from shift to shift. And now this turns into a breakout, so he provides a passing option. Gets this puck and just dumps it in. Now a defensive zone faceoff. Kemell again plays one of the high defensive wingers role. The puck moves to the top of the zone. It rims down all the way across the ice. Kemell scans for option before picking up this puck. Doesn't like what he sees, so he turns back. And a good give and go around the forechecker, and now tries to cut to the middle. So let's rewatch this. Kemell could one-touch this to a teammate, but those teammates would face pressure instantly. So what he does is he comes down low, creates a bit more space, and reattacks up ice. And really the savior of this breakout is number 24. This pick allows Kemell the space necessary to move up ice and make a give and go around this forechecker. I like that he uses his teammates, uses option. And this was the right play to make probably, but he just didn't have enough speed and didn't make enough weaving crossover motion to really pull this off. So this got inside right there against the defender, but I like the idea behind it. So the execution failed, but this was a pretty good play attempt. This is another defensive zone sequence. Kemell is in the middle of the ice, number 37. His team attempts a breakout. Unfortunately, the puck hits his skate and moves to the opposing defenseman at the top of the zone. It's now passed across the ice. Kemell is again puck watching a bit too much, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't lead to anything dangerous for the opposing team. So let's rewatch this. This is the breakout attempt. I really like that Kemell is scanning, so he's looking up ice for his options, for his space. The puck, he doesn't receive the puck cleanly, but had he gotten it on his stick, he would have known that he had space to carry this puck up ice. And now the play moves across the ice. Again, he's a bit too focused on the puck, and his coverage almost sneaks behind him again. But he sees it in time. I think he would have managed to intercept this puck. Now he moves across the ice, inside space. Nice play from him. And I'm not even sure how he pulled off this release, so let's rewatch this. So he attacks space, he realized that the wide line is absolutely open. And now the puck bounces on his stick. He almost toe drags it and shoots at the same time. So a nice move, and it seems like he got power behind the shot too. So pretty good sequence for Kemell again. A defensive zone face-off. Kemell wins this puck and he rushes it up ice. This is a nice lit pass under the stick of the defender, and he almost got his hands on a rebound. So let's rewatch this. He gets the puck, rushes it up ice. Instead of attacking the wide lane, he isolates one defender, which is the right thing to do. He creates a 2-on-1, and this defender is really struggling to keep up with the speed of the attackers. So he tries for a poke check, and as soon as he does, Kemell slips the puck under his stick. So a nice setup from him. I'm not sure what he tried to do there, maybe a deceptive stick move, or he tried to cut inside, but he could have gotten this rebound maybe. It remained a really nice setup from him, a really nice play. And he even finished his hit after. And now the other team regains control of the puck. They're going to try and break out. Kemell is again F3 in this breakout in this forechecking sequence. His defenseman comes down, so he moves high. It's a nice anticipation, defensive anticipation and rotation from him. And even manages to cut this play, so a really good shift offensively and defensively from him. This was a really deceptive pass. No, I think he just missed this shot. So he creates this entry, tries to shoot on that, and the puck drops to his teammate instead. So we're getting pretty late in the game and the score is still tied 2-2. The other team attacks. Kemell is playing in neutral zone forecheck. He's F2. He stops this rush. His team wins his puck. He attacks space. A really nice move against the defender. And he scores. Okay, wow. Let's rewatch this. So his team wins the puck. He attacks space. He sees that the defenseman pressuring him as his skates pointed toward the board. So he has space to cut toward the middle, which he does. He also sees that the next defender has fallen down. He has even more space to attack the middle. And he shoots in between the goalie's pads. Why? I think it's because he anticipates that the goalie is moving with him. So as he's shuffling to match his movement, he opens up his 5-hole, and Kemell just slides it right in there. A really nice goal. Kemell was the best player on the ice for many of his shifts. He has a high level understanding of the offensive play. In this game, he saw advantages and abused them. He manipulated the opposition through his passing with given goals and also with his movement off the rush. He changed lanes to open space for teammates and created 2-on-1s to beat defenders. In the opposing end, he consistently moved the puck inside space, forcing opponents to rotate and adjust. And he provided good passing options by moving his feet and playing between checks. This facet of his play could become even better as the season goes on. Based on this game, I would project his skating as NHL average. His quickness from a start could improve, and he could use more crossovers as he attacks between blue lines. Defensively, Kemell rotated and supported teammates well. He was puck watching a couple of times, but this will probably be an easy fix considering how aware he is offensively. So that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this.